Hello, welcome. I'm Maud. It's always a pleasure to be guiding you through your practice all the way from France. After holidays and a time of indulging in sleep-ins and heavy foods and alcohol perhaps, it's hard to get back into the body and get back into just feeling yourself in your body. That's how I experience it, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. And so I thought, it's nice to just move and just straightforward Vinyasa, straightforward sun A's, sun B's. Of course, we'll prepare the body with a bit of glute engagement and core exercise to make sure we are safe. But then we'll just go into quite a fast pace. Enjoy. Of course, feel free to pause at any moment if it's too fast. And yeah, let's do it. So coming down with the block, starting completely lying down in the Shavasana. Hands onto your belly. If you have a uterus inside of you, you can take the Yoni Mudra. The tip of your thumbs touching and the index also touching, creating a downward pointing triangle with the hands on your hip bones. Even if you don't have a womb inside of you, maybe you want to take that mudra, that gesture of the sacred feminine, the birthing place. It's where we all come from. And just taking a few moments to take breath, maybe 3 to 6 rounds depending on your length of breath. So inhale, don't be afraid to be loud. Exhale, again, breathe in, out. Keep it going. Great. Let's bring the feet down to the floor. Constrictive rest to make sure that your feet are underneath your knees in the way that you can press your feet down and come into bridge. Relax your arms, breathe in. Come down to a hover, breathe out. Inhale, come up into bridge. Exhale, come down to a hover. Push, lift. Down, come to a hover. Continue, lift up. Use the breath, exhale down. Up. Exhale down. Up. Exhale down. Up. 3 more. And down. Up. Undulating, sit bones lift, and down, and up, and down. I believe there's one more. Down, up, and down. Find the hover, lift your head slightly off the floor, shoulders off the floor, hands extend in front of you. Right hand taps the outer right foot. Left hand taps the outer left foot. Make sure your belly draws down. Do that for 10. 9, 8, chin neutral, chin draws in. 7, 6, palm active. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands behind your head. Breathe in. Exhale, come off the shoulders. Press onto your feet. Breathe out. Again, down on the inhale. Exhale, lift your upper shoulders and shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale, lift up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more, down and up. Down and up, and down, and up. Relax to the floor. Take a moment to breathe, to soften your belly. Long, long breath. Feet, make sure they are underneath your heels underneath your knees, coming back into bridge. This time, hover the right foot off the floor, bring the right knee in, deep flexion of your right hip, and then pulse your left hip down and up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, I can count backwards, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting it right up and then coming down with the pelvis. Take the block now and take the block to hold the right thigh or right knee. Right elbow holds the block and your head comes into your right hand. So pushing the block against here, the knee. Extend your left leg forward. Pull the belly down. Lift up. Breathe in. Exhale. Curl in. Inhale. Extend. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl in. Push with the block. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl in. 3 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl in. Yes, it's hard. Extend and curl in. You got just 1 more. Let's do it. Breathe in. Exhale, curl in. Push and push and push and push. And release completely. Take a breath. Just feeling that you're alive. It's all good. It's all good. Make sure the feet are still underneath your feet as you come into bridge. Right away, hover the left foot, bend your left knee. Find a deep flexion in that left hip. So your left hip is flexed, but this right hip doesn't flex as well. You're letting it go long and then go down soft and lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lift it up. Take the pelvis all the way down and squeeze, slide your block between your elbow and your left thigh. Take your head into your hand and then pull your belly down. Inhale. Exhale, exhale. Sorry, that's the inhale. Exhale, come up. Inhale, long. Exhale, down. Inhale, long. Exhale, curl in. And push with the other leg, other arm and leg. Left leg is really active. Right leg does the movement. 3. Big push. 2. Big push. And 1 more. Big push. And then release everything. The hardest part of the class is over. Let's take a moment and rock and roll. Rock and roll. Come into hands and knees. Your shoulders are over your hands. Just a retraction of the scapula down and a protraction. So your belly is active. You're not moving your elbows. You're just moving your thoracic spine, the chest in between the shoulders. Just getting a little bit of awareness in the shoulders and strength in the shoulders. Press with your hands. Good. And then let's do that in the forearms. You can clasp your hands if you prefer. Same thing. So make sure here there is no collapsing in your lower back. Pull it in. Shoulders down, shoulders up, shoulders down, shoulders up, shoulders down, shoulders up. Just 3 more. And release. Look forward, look at your hands. Press the palms together if you have the clasps. Curl the toes, dolphin pose. Big stretch of your back body here. And be as soft in the shape or as strong in the shape as you want. Looking through your shoulders all the way to the toes. Chin can draw in. Hold, hold, hold. 5, 4, you can come up and down on your tiptoes like I'm doing to open up the ankles as well. And take your feet back. Take your hands forward, feet back or feet back. And then downward dog, finally. Stretch long. Okay, let's get back to the breath. So it's only nice to get moving fast when we are aware of the breath, which should be happening as we did move consciously with the breath in the core exercises. But never take that for granted, always come back to it. Of course, there's Ujjayi breath. It's that contraction in the back of the throat and the same kind of contraction in your pelvic floor. The softening on the inhale, and the contraction in the throat and the pelvic floor as you exhale. Look forward, come your tiptoes and walk many steps to the top of the mat. All the way forward. Let's come straight into standing arms to the sky. Inhale. Deep dive forward, exhale. Surya Namaskar A. Halfway lift, breathe in. High plank. Step one leg, then second leg. Breathe in. Knees down, belly down. Okay, big toes are touching here for cobra. Collarbones shine. Chin neutral. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big push with your hands here. Bend the knees. Exhale, then hop or walk. Halfway lift. Fold, let it go, exhale. Take your hands to sky. Inhale, push onto your bum. Exhale, fold. Half lift, flat back, chin neutral. Other leg. High plank, breathe in. Squeeze your bum, keep the bum active, knees down, belly down. Bum is still active as you come into cobra. Downward facing dog. Long inhale. Complete exhale. Rise onto the tiptoes, look forward, breathe in. Bend the knees, exhale. Hop, half lift, and fold. Coming to standing, big press. Up, belly is on, bum is on. Deep dive, exhale. Maybe a 10th jump here, half lift. Exhale and jump. Curling into cobra, maybe upward facing dog. Keep the bum really active, up in the heart. Downward facing dog. A long inhale here. Long exhale out. On your tiptoes, bend your knees, breathe in. Exhale, then hop. Halfway lift. Let it go. Rise, really strong back body. Take yourself down. Halfway lift. High to low plank. Curling cobra, up dog. Downward facing dog. Spread your fingertips, breathe in. Don't need to look forward, bend the knees, exhale. Hop. Halfway lift. Soften as you exhale. Stand up, in. Deep bend in the hips, in the knees. Halfway lift. High to low plank. Curling cobra or up dog. Roll over the toes at the same time. Downward facing dog. Breathe, extend the sides of the body. Heavy head. Bend the knees, don't look forward. Think of your breath. Exhale, then hop. Halfway lift. Fold. Hands to the sky, rise up, stand up, inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. Okay, why not to look forward? Even I've said that many times just because I was repeating what I had learned until I tuned into my experience and realized every time I look forward, I lose connection with my pelvic floor. Therefore, I can never find a hover in the jump if I look forward. Instead, I focus on my breath and I really exhale and squeeze everything out to be able to effortlessly jump forward. Okay, let's bend into the knees and coming into very deep Utkatasana here. Then add the arms. Keep the belly really long. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, stay, exhale. One more time. Okay, let it go, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Step the right leg to the back of the space. Heel down while you're one. Come on up. Inhale, arms overhead. Arrive. Press your 2 feet onto the floor. Get deep into the front knee. Right hip moves forward. One more long inhale here. Hands to the floor, step back, find a high plank. Left leg shoots back and hovers. Chin neutral, bum active. Breathe in. Bend your elbows, breathe out. You can drop your knees or roll over the right toes, coming into a one-legged upward facing dog. Inhale, downward facing dog, exhale. I know I said a straightforward variation of Surya Namaskar, but I just felt inspired to give you that little cue for the core as we worked on it very well at the beginning of the class. Always an option. Okay, let's get back into the breath. Long inhale. Long exhale. Come into the tiptoes, breathe in. Bend the knees, exhale. Then hop. Half lift. Let it go. Straight to Utkatasana. Inhale. Dive deep, exhale. Inhale. Dive deep, exhale. Sit bones to the heels. This is downward motion, lifting up the pubic bone. Upward motion in the front body. Exhale and fold. Left leg steps back. Left heel down. Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale. Guerrier 1. Finding the shape. And as you breathe, you refine the shape. There's definitely an arc here in the lower back. You want to minimize that. Taking the tailbone down. Lifting here the front body, especially your right hip, left hip. 2 more breaths. One more. Hands to the floor, one leg in high plank. Right leg shoots back. Strong, active bum. Bend your elbows. Roll over your left toes. Keep yourself lifted. One-legged up dog. And then downward facing dog. Oh, coming back to the body after this festive season. Oh, so good. Drop your head. Let it go. Rise into the tiptoes. Inhale. Bend the knees. Exhale and hop. Halfway lift. And fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Breathe in. Hands to the floor. Let's see if we can find a little crow pose here. Knees to the upper arms. Chin neutral. Lift toes to your butt. And find 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk or jump. Down dog or chaturanga. It's a bit heavy. It's hard to move intelligently and speak at the same time. Tell you what, that was not meant to be like that. Coming back to breath. Coming back to a smooth and even rhythm. Samvriti. On the tiptoes, inhale. Bend the knees, activate pelvic floor as you hop. And then here, just letting yourself fold. Take your hands under your feet. We worked a little bit on the wrist already. Your head drop. Heavy and soft. So if you have long arms or maybe long torso, bend your elbows and feel that you can actively stretch the front of your hands and your wrist here. Relax. Okay. Three more breaths. And then let your hands find the front of the mat. Walk yourself back with your feet. Drop your knees down. Have a drink of water if you need, of course. We're coming back to what we did earlier on, Dolphin Pose. So it's Adha Pincha Mayasana, half peacock pose, I believe. Should have reviewed that. So half forearm stance. You're keeping your feet on the floor. Clasp your hands or use the block. If you have tight shoulders, do use the block in that way. Just to kind of open your shoulders ever so slightly every time you are in this shape. Press your forearms, the outer wrists, and your elbows down and come into dolphin. Observe, is there any difference between now and how you did it before? Right leg can lift here. Trying to get your pelvis over your shoulders. See what happens. Maybe you're finding a little hover. Inner thighs go towards each other. And maybe nothing happens. Try not to jump. Just find a little hover. And then slowly coming back down. Take a rest. So either child's form or maybe a little movement in the shoulders. So I'm not trying to jump here. I'm trying to move the weight of my pelvis over my shoulders. And maybe there's an effortless balance that occurs. Maybe not. Just trying to go towards the ease. Dolphin pose. Again, so shoulders are open, pelvis is going over, left leg to sky. This is hard enough as it is. You could want to stay here or maybe trying to find a little balance. Pushing your elbows down onto the floor. Inner thighs together. Heavy breathing. And then slowly back down to the ground. Coming back to child's pose. You can use the block here to support your head. To once again allow the neck to be long. Feel the heartbeat, feeling yourself alive. That was the purpose of this sequence, is to find a little bit more light and lift after perhaps the downward feeling of those heavy holidays. Just getting back to yourself, finding the way back home. Just to feeling good in yourself. Downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky. Inhale. Bend your right knee. Stay in your down dog. Bend your right knee, bend your right hip. So you're taking flexion here. And then take the right foot halfway through. Halfway through, shift the weight towards your hands. Shoulders over the hands. And let your left leg lift. Never open your pelvis. Or never in here. That's not what we're doing. Left hip square and the right hip. Push. Left foot to the floor, right leg to the sky. Inhale. Bend your knee, bend your hips, stay in down dog. So really push with your hands. Plant the foot halfway through. Stretch the heart through. Left toes to the floor, right leg to the sky. Inhale and lift. Bend your right knee, bend your right hip, right foot to the floor. Breathe in. Stay in here. Feel the dragging of your shoulders back and your heart forward. Stay in here and maybe come upside down for a few hops. Maybe find a little balance. This is my not so good side. And 3. And 2. And 1. Whoa. 2 feet to the back. Drop the knees again. Move the shoulders. Find openness in the front. I did that a few days ago. Oh, I was like, what is this body? It's so interesting how from one week to another, the feeling of the body can really change. Okay, second side, downward facing dog. And back to the breath if you lost it. Left leg to sky. Inhale. Bend the left knee, stay in your down dog, bring the left knee in. Deep flexion of your hip. And then take the left foot halfway through. Press your hands, stretch the heart through, right leg lifts. So 3 points here. Right foot down, left leg to sky, 3-legged dog, left knee bends, left hip bends. Take the foot through, or halfway through. Right leg lift. Press your hands, drag your shoulders back, heart through. Right toes to the back, left leg to the sky. Inhale. Bend your knee, bend your hip. Take the left foot halfway through. And 3-point pose here. Stay here or try coming upside down. Use the exhale. 3, 2, and 1. And slowly coming back down. Take your knees down. Open your knees really wide this time. Slide your torso on the floor. Take your forehead on the block. Complete softening. Neck is long. Just feeling that you are in your body. Alive. What a feeling. Just that is great. And then slowly press yourself up. Let's come to a comfortable seat. Just continuing to balance the energy, coming to a more balanced state with Nadi Shodhana. We'll do it 3 times. You can, of course, do it much longer if you're feeling that you need to get back into your sense of ease. So first, a big shh or ah breath. Breathe in. And take your hand to your third eye and between your eyebrows, or maybe just slightly higher. Close your right nostril, inhale through the left. Close your left, open the right to exhale. Inhale. Close your right, open left, exhale. Inhale left. And open right, breathe out. Inhale right. And open left, exhale. Inhale left. Open right, exhale. Inhale right. And exhale out left. Feel free to continue. That's feeling good. If that's calling you, take a hand at your heart. Maybe another hand at your belly. Expressing plenty of gratitude for the body that holds our life, that is so clever in digesting the food, in breathing the air, in sleeping and waking. And I take a final bow to you. Thank you for practicing with me.